Have you ever felt exhausted before your day even begins? As if your mind ran a marathon while your body was asleep. You wake up and the noise is already there. Notifications, expectations, decisions waiting to be made. What to wear, what to answer, what to fix, what to prove. And before you even step outside, your energy is leaking in 100 directions. It is not weakness, it is overload. Your brain was not built for endless input. It was built for focus, for clarity, for meaningful action. But modern life pulls your attention apart, piece by piece. And the more scattered your attention becomes, the more powerless you feel. Listen carefully. The problem is not that you are lazy. The problem is that your mind is crowded. Every unfinished task sits in the background of your thoughts. Every object in your space silently asks for maintenance. Every comparison you make online chips away at your confidence. Psychologists call this cognitive load. Your mental bandwidth is limited. When it is full of noise, there is no space left for purpose. Now, imagine something different. Imagine walking into a room where everything has space, where your eyes can rest, where your thoughts slow down instead of speed up. Your body softens, your breathing deepens. That reaction is not random, it is biological. Your nervous system responds to simplicity with relief. In Japan, there is a philosophy rooted in stillness and intention. It teaches that empty space is not absence, it is power. Space allows clarity. Space allows movement. Space allows you to hear your own thoughts again. Right now, your mind is like a cluttered desk, papers everywhere, tools scattered, important things buried under the unimportant. You do not need more motivation, you need less interference. Research shows that too many choices drain willpower. The more decisions you make, the worse your decisions become. This is called decision fatigue, and it is stealing your discipline without you even realizing it. When you simplify your environment, you protect your attention. And attention is your most valuable resource. It shapes your habits. It shapes your results. It shapes your future. This is not about throwing everything away. It is about removing what does not serve you. Every distraction you eliminate gives your brain room to breathe. Every unnecessary commitment you release returns energy to your goals. The noise you feel today is not your enemy. It is a signal. It is your mind asking for clarity. And here's the reward if you stay with this journey. Peace that does not depend on circumstances. Focus that feels natural. Confidence that grows from alignment, not approval. When you train your brain to value simplicity, you stop reacting to life and start directing it. A simple life is not small. It is intentional. It is powerful. It is free from the weight of excess. You deserve a mind that feels light. You deserve days that feel clear. And it begins with one decision, to remove what no longer matters so what truly matters can finally take its place. And once you decide to remove what no longer matters, something powerful begins to happen inside you. Your brain starts to rewire. Every habit you repeat strengthens a neural pathway. Every distraction you entertain teaches your mind to crave more distraction. Every moment you choose silence teaches your mind to tolerate stillness. This is neuroplasticity. Your brain is always adapting. The question is, adapting to what? If you reach for your phone the moment you feel bored, you train your brain to escape discomfort. If you fill every quiet second with noise, you train your brain to fear silence. Over time, stillness feels unbearable. Focus feels impossible. Peace feels foreign. But the reverse is also true. When you delay that impulse even for a few minutes, you build control. When you sit in silence without reaching for stimulation, you build strength. When you choose one task and give it your full attention, you sharpen your mind like a blade. This is how simplicity becomes power. Your attention is like a muscle.
Use it carelessly, and it weakens. Train it intentionally, and it becomes unstoppable. Studies in cognitive psychology show that single-tasking increases productivity and reduces stress. Multitasking, on the other hand, lowers efficiency and increases mental fatigue. Yet most people live in constant multitasking mode, wondering why they feel drained. You are not tired because you are doing too much. You are tired because your focus is fragmented. Simplicity gathers your focus back into one point. Imagine waking up and choosing one priority for the day, not 10, one, and you give it your best energy before anything else steals your attention. That single act begins to reshape your identity. You stop seeing yourself as scattered. You start seeing yourself as disciplined. Identity drives behavior. When you believe you are focused, you act focused. When you prove it to yourself through small actions, your confidence grows naturally. Not loud confidence, quiet confidence, the kind that doesn't need validation. There is beauty in doing one thing well. There is dignity in slow, deliberate effort. In Japanese philosophy, simplicity is not emptiness, it is refinement. Removing excess reveals essence. The same is true for you. When you consume less, you compare less. When you compare less, you judge yourself less. When you judge yourself less, you feel freer. That freedom creates courage, and courage creates momentum. At first, your mind will resist. It will crave stimulation. It will whisper that you're missing out. That whisper is just an old habit fighting for survival. Stay steady. Discomfort is a sign of growth. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you strengthen your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and self-control. You become less reactive, more intentional, less impulsive, more powerful. This is how transformation happens, not in dramatic leaps, in disciplined simplicity. You are not trying to control the world, you are training your mind. And when your mind becomes clear, your path becomes clear. Decisions feel lighter, goals feel closer, energy feels stable instead of scattered. Simplicity is not restriction, it is liberation. It frees your attention from noise. It frees your identity from comparison. It frees your energy for what truly matters. The more you practice this, the more natural it feels. Focus stops being forced. Calm stops being rare. And you begin to realize something profound. You were never lacking strength. You were just surrounded by too much noise to see it. And as your mind begins to clear, you'll notice another layer of clutter, one that is invisible but heavier than anything you can touch. Old regrets, lingering fears, endless what-ifs, emotional baggage that silently drains your energy and clouds your focus. You carry it everywhere, yet it serves no purpose. It keeps you small. It keeps you reactive. It keeps you trapped. Every unresolved feeling, every attachment to what cannot be changed, creates tension in your nervous system. Your body holds it. Your mind spins around it. Studies in psychology show that emotional clutter increases cortisol levels, reduces cognitive function, and even affects your sleep. You may have decluttered your room, your desk, your schedule, but if you haven't decluttered your emotions, your mind is still weighed down. The truth is, holding on to what no longer serves you is a choice, and the power to choose differently exists in this very moment. Letting go is not weakness. Letting go is courage. Letting go is freedom disguised as discomfort. You may feel fear at first, fear that letting go of attachment means losing control, losing connection, losing identity. That fear is exactly why you must act, because growth always begins where comfort ends. The Japanese practice of danshari teaches this clearly. Refuse what you do not need, dispose of what no longer serves, and separate from attachment. It is not about emptiness, it is about clarity. It is about creating space for what matters most. When you release resentment, anger, or the need to please everyone, you are giving yourself room to breathe. You are giving your mind permission to focus on purpose rather than reaction. Ask yourself the hardest question: who are you living for? Are your choices designed to satisfy someone else's expectations? Are your actions dictated by fear of judgment? Cognitive research shows that seeking constant approval leads to chronic stress and low self-esteem. Your peace becomes fragile when it depends on external validation. Simplicity requires turning that lens inward, aligning your actions with your values, not with the approval of others. Release what is unaligned. Release what drains energy. Release what creates tension. Keep gratitude. Keep ambition. Keep love. Let go of envy, guilt, and fear. Your nervous system will respond. Your heart will respond. Peace is not abstract. It is physiological. When you